Good morning, everyone. Controller Scott back here at LAX, and today I'm trying out a new product on an airline I've flown the most in my life. Southwest Airlines is known for its no-frills service, and what you're about to see remains true. In early 2026, Southwest rolled out a series of new features, undoubtedly to generate more income, particularly to their baggage policies, seating, and boarding process. Will I be impressed with the changes? Well, you're just gonna have to watch to find out. This trip will be taking me to a very exciting event later in this video. Stay tuned. Southwest 1737, wind 230 at 12, gust 20, RNAV Docker, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff. Hi everyone, I'm Scott. I'm an air traffic controller by day and a travel enthusiast year-round. I love premium travel, and when possible, I love to leverage my credit card benefits for exciting trips. So come along for the journey. If you enjoy my content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me, and I'm very grateful for your support. Keep watching to see my exciting journey next. Southwest Airlines, the airline that used to be known for free check bags and open seating. Those days are in the past now. And today, for the first time ever, I am going to try out Southwest's extra legroom seating in the exit row. As I look at the board and my on-time status of my flight, I am headed to Atlanta, Georgia via Kansas City, Missouri. At the time of this recording, Southwest doesn't have a non-stop flight from Atlanta from LAX. This particular flight was one where you stay on the plane and continue on to the next stop. Southwest used to have their famous A, B, and C boarding groups, but that went away when they went to assigned seating in early 2026. Now it's groups 1 through 8. With the ticket I purchased on points, it would have granted me group 8 boarding. However, because I purchased an extra legroom seat, it bumped me into group 2. Passengers seated in the extra legroom seats typically board in groups 1 or 2. I spent $88 one way for the seat all the way through to Atlanta. If you have a connecting flight and you pay for the extra legroom seating, you will have to pay for each segment. For the $88 I paid, the legroom here is magnificent, a huge plus for a long flight. The seats on this Boeing 737 MAX 8 has USB ports for charging. But be careful, as not all Southwest planes are alike. When I came back from Atlanta, this Boeing 737-800 had no charging ports. So it's always good to have your devices charged in case you get a plane that doesn't have charging capabilities. The seat has an extendable tray table, a generous seat pouch, overhead air nozzles, the safety information card, and the menu. If you sit in the extra legroom seats on Southwest, you get a free alcoholic beverage if you're age eligible and pistachios. But be warned, don't come on a long Southwest flight hungry. You will barely get fed, and Southwest doesn't sell or serve meals. Now, if you notice, there's only 2 seats in this row rather than 3. Southwest calls these seats the love seats. I was flying with my wife today, and buying these seats to me was a no-brainer. Behind the love seats in row 16 is a great seat if you're traveling solo. It is an extra legroom seat like no other. The USB outlets are beneath the seat, but the bad part about this seat is that it does not have a movable armrest. Another benefit if you sit in Southwest's extra legroom seating is that you also get access to reserve overhead bin space. However, not all of Southwest planes have been tagged to show this yet at the time of this recording. The extra legroom seats on Southwest's Boeing 737 MAX 8s typically cover seats 1 through 5 D, E, and F, and 2 to 6 A, B, and C, along with rows 14, 15, and 16. While my wife and I can take advantage of the 2 seats in row 15, this won't last forever. The plane that we're flying on today has this configuration, but soon this airplane will be updated to this new configuration. As you can see now, row 15 has 3 seats on each side, and row 30 has 2 seats on each side in the last row of the airplane. Personally, I am not a fan of this change. So let me ask you this, have you flown Southwest with the new boarding and seating arrangements? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. With that said, it is time to go to Atlanta via Kansas City for a very special event I am excited to share with you. And the plane taking me out there is November 8891 Quebec. a Boeing 737 MAX 8 just short of 3 years old at the time of this recording. Southwest may have changed a lot in charging for bags and certain seats, but their in-flight service is still second to none. With pistachios in hand, Southwest also serves these pretzels and graham crackers. But if you're on a gluten-free diet, you'll want to avoid these. At least I can enjoy the fantastic legroom. Southwest also serves complimentary soft drinks, juices, and coffee. The lavatories on Southwest are basic, and they also have an infant changing table. So that's pretty much it. Southwest is still a no-frills airline despite the price tag. This trip, they were the best option as far as pricing. The cash fare was about $500 round trip had points not been used. The fee for the extra legroom seat, in my opinion, was a no-brainer for this length of flight. And if you're wondering how I got these Southwest points, it was via my Chase Sapphire card. Now typically I redeem for aspirational business class awards, but with the pricing to Atlanta being really high, this was my best option this time, and there was no way I was going to miss the event that you're about to see in Atlanta. I used 35,000 points along at $176 to book the award ticket and the extra legroom seat to Atlanta. We were on the ground for 40 minutes in Kansas City, and then we were off for our 90-minute flight to Atlanta. Atlanta might be one of the busiest airports in the world, but in my opinion, I like it. I think the gates are set up fairly organized. After we arrived at the gate, we took the plane train to get to our hotel shuttle. And once we got to the hotel, we got right to bed for tomorrow's special day. Hey everyone, Controller Scott here, and welcome to AvCon 2026. Here at the Delta Flight Museum across from the Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport is an event I've been looking forward to for a very long time. This is AvCon 2026. This was the first ever aviation YouTubers convention. And if you watch travel content on YouTube, you may have seen some of the people I am about to meet. And despite the long lines, everyone was so excited to meet our favorite content creators.
Oh, nice one.
I want to send a shout out to Noel and his impressive YouTube travel videos. Thank you, Noel, for taking the time to chat with me. And then after this, it was time for a presentation.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, thank you. My name's Rachel. I'm absolutely thrilled to welcome you today to the first ever full day of aviation creators, panels, meet and greets, giveaways, some amazing exhibitors, and just plenty of avgeek energy. So I'm just going to exit stage and let these guys introduce themselves, and we can do a bit of a question and answer session in a few minutes.
Hello, jet setters. I was telling some folks in the line, I don't know if you'll agree, but it's our business is kind of like independent in a way. We just look at a camera and talk to it. It is mind-blowing to see you all in 3 dimensions, right?
My name is Dustin McQuaid. I run a YouTube channel called wineguydustin. I don't know about y'all, but if you ever felt like the people who know about wine make it all snobby and complicated, well, I'm trying to change that by making the world's most entertaining videos about wine. But thank you. And I often travel to vineyards across the world and bring those stories to life. So excited to be here and talk with y'all and meet you. Thank you so much for having me.
My name is Jason Perkins. I'm avgeektours. I do episodic style YouTube videos pertaining around plane spotters of different locations. What are you going to see if you went to like Imperial Hill in LA, or what does an H hotel look like from a plane spotter point of view, or museums and stuff. I also live stream as well.
I mean, we are 3 people that work completely different jobs. This is not our full-time gig. I mean, this is a side piece, if you will, for lack of a better term. We all have full-time jobs outside of this, so I mean, yeah, it's difficult. It can be very difficult, especially when this was something that we were taking, doing it just for fun, just getting together, just putting thoughts down, putting something on record. Turns out people are listening, and then you kind of take it a little more seriously, and then all of a sudden we're here, talking in front of these people. Why? I don't know, but we're here. So no, I mean, we all have 3 very different schedules. We work full-time jobs. Luckily, we all live in the same city, and technology makes it very easy, but yeah, it's tough to say the least, for sure.
So I'm Noel Phillips, I review toilets on planes. But yeah, I'm very lucky to be able to call this my job, and if you don't know who I do videos on YouTube showing different airlines, and my aim is to show how aviation changes people's lives really, and show stories featuring aviation rather than just reviews. I just want to make a story about a destination or about a weird route or a weird flight somewhere, and that's kind of it really. I'm so lucky to be able to do it, so thank you.
And you do it so well.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jeb Brooks from GreenerGrass.com. I'll have to tell you a story about it. It's the most applause it's ever gotten. And my wife Suzanne and I make videos about going from one place to another. So that is GreenerGrass.
And speaking of Jeb and Suzanne, I had to meet them. And so I did after the presentation.
Your name? Scott, I'm Jeb.
I also was able to see the Lockheed C5 go through their initial certification. They did all this in Atlantic City. The C5 would fly up and down the Jersey Shore really low, and everybody on the beach would look up.
My day was made. I met Noel, Jeb, and Suzanne. And on top of that, I got to explore the Delta Flight Museum, a bucket list item for me for many years. In the middle of all this convention was Delta's first ever Boeing 767, which was purchased by the employees of Delta back in 1982. As you walk through this aircraft, you get to see some of the old seats, and it gives you a reminder what economy legroom used to be like. After touring this Boeing 767-200 aircraft, and some of the history that Delta put inside of it, I took a look inside the bag of goodies that were provided to all the visitors to AvCon 2026. There was a notebook, a neck fan, a refillable water bottle, a luggage tag, and a pen. Outside the convention gave me an opportunity to explore the rest of the Delta Flight Museum and all the planes that made Delta what it was over the years. The highlight was this Boeing 747-400, originally purchased by Northwest Airlines. Then it came online with Delta after their merger in 2008. Delta kept the front economy seats in along with the business class seats in the nose of the airplane, as well as the upper deck. There was no international business class on this trip for me, but it was still nice to sit in the business class seat nonetheless. As I walked back past the galley, I noticed something interesting on the floor. Have you ever wondered what you are really walking on or sitting above on an airplane? Well, here you go. And have you ever walked on the wing of a 747? Delta gives you the chance here at the museum to do so. Before I left the 747, I had to visit the upper deck, which still had the business class seating much like the nose of the lower deck. Wow, what a day. It was for sure a memorable one. I can't wait for AvCon 2027, and I want to thank all the creators that took some time out for us fans. And I also want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me, and I'm very grateful for your support. Be safe out there, and for now, so long.